Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Star Wars Coffee, where in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at some important news that just came out about The Mandalorian Season 3. That's today here on Star Wars Coffee. Greetings, Exalted Ones. Welcome to Star Wars Coffee, the only place on the internet that you need to stay up to date with all things Star Wars. We're talking the latest Star Wars news, leaks, and of course, as always, giving you my analysis. Channel memberships are now live, and for $1.99 a month, you can get exclusive videos from me weekly as we rewatch the entire Star Wars series together. We would be honored if you would join us. The Mandalorian Season 2 has finally wrapped in all of its triumphant glory. This season far surpassed Season 1. What an amazing ride it has been these last 8 weeks. I can't believe that it's already over, but the ending of The Mandalorian Season 2 has left me in so much more excitement than the end of Season 1 did. Before I go any further, I'm going to throw out a spoiler warning for anybody who hasn't seen the last episode of The Mandalorian Season 2. So consider this your spoiler warning, as spoilers are about to awaken. So Luke Skywalker showed up at the end of The Mandalorian Season 2. He ended up taking Grogu, and he is now going to be training Grogu. And Grogu wanted Din's permission to leave and go train with Luke, which he granted. And so that wrapped up the Mandalorian's arc for that season. However, at the end of the episode, after the credits, there was a post-credit scene, and this included Boba Fett returning to Tatooine to the Hutt Palace and killing Bib Fortuna, who, with some misinformation on StarWars.com, said that he was killed when they made their getaway in Return of the Jedi when the explosion happened. However, this is clearly not the case, and I'm sure that'll be updated as soon as somebody at Disney realizes that. So, Bib Fortuna is now gone, and Boba has taken control of the Hutt Palace. So he's now made himself the boss. And we saw Fennec with him. And then it said, The Book of Boba Fett, coming December 2021. And to my surprise, there has been a lot of confusion that I've been seeing in the comment section on those clips that I posted from that video, or from that episode. And I'm here to clear them up, as well as Jon Favreau. So, the big important thing to understand is that these two things are separate. We're going to take a look at this article from Star Wars Newsnet. They did a great job of the recap of everything that Jon Favreau said when he went on Good Morning America today to talk about it. So, what he was talking about is how the Book of Boba Fett is going to be different than The Mandalorian Season 3. So Jon Favreau officially confirmed that the Book of Boba Fett and the third season of The Mandalorian are indeed two separate projects, ending panicked speculation by fans that only one would replace the other and that both are top priorities for Disney. Jon Favreau formally announced that the Book of Boba Fett would be the next live-action Star Wars project moving forward at Disney+, which would involve characters from The Mandalorian. So we're already getting that crossover that I've been talking about for months. The series will be executive produced by not only The Mandalorian regulars, Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, but by Robert Rodriguez, who directed Boba Fett's grand return to the fray in Chapter 14's The Tragedy. And the show is set to arrive by this time next year. It's not clear if Rodriguez is serving as the showrunner on the project, but it seems highly likely that he will be directing at least one of the episodes in this show. Temuera Morrison and Ming-Na Wen will both reprise their roles as Boba Fett and Fennec Shand, respectively, and filming has been happening for several weeks. Lucasfilm released a tweet sharing the announcement below. The Book of Boba Fett, a new original series starring Temuera Morrison and Ming-Na Wen, and executive produced by Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, and Robert Rodriguez, set within the timeline of The Mandalorian, is coming to Disney Plus December 2021. So we've been talking about the leaks that have been happening about the Boba Fett show on this channel for just as long as they'd started filming. Favreau explained that they didn't want to give this away until after the end of the second season, explaining why it was not included in Disney's massive slate of Star Wars projects for Disney Plus and theaters. He also implied that the production on the third season of The Mandalorian may not begin work until the Book of Boba Fett has been completed. which raises questions as to whether or not both shows can air one after the other at the end of 2021. A 2022 return for The Mandalorian seems possible, although Lucasfilm previously indicated that Christmas 21 is their target window for the triumphant return of Din Djarin. Either way, at least part of the third season will air in 2022, and pre-production on the show's third outing well underway already. Jon Favreau did indicate that the fans wouldn't have long to wait, as he mentioned that the show would return pretty soon following the first spin-off. It's still not clear as to whether or not the Book of Boba Fett is meant to be a one-off, mini-series, or a series with potentially multiple seasons, but it's assumed by fans that it will be shorter in terms of the episode count than a season of its parent show, The Mandalorian. Favreau also indicated that Filoni is hard at work on the scripts for the Ahsoka show. However, there was no significant news on the progress of the third confirmed spin-off, Rangers of the New Republic. Favreau also indicated that every single one of the shows described will be set after the events of Return of the Jedi, around a similar time period, if not chronologically, after The Mandalorian. These last two spin-offs are certain to start airing after The Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett wrap up their release cycles. Aside from news on The Mandalorian and its spin-offs, Jon Favreau also talked a bit about the Season 2 finale, including some spoilers from the series. With the surprise cameo worried that it would leak out, but happy that it remained a secret. The first two seasons of The Mandalorian are now available to stream, and the Mandalorian Gallery will be available on Christmas Day for the first episode of the behind the scenes of Season 2. So Jon Favreau clearing up any possible confusion that you could have had. So the main takeaways that we all need to be conscious of is that the Book of Boba Fett is not The Mandalorian Season 3. I can't tell you how many comments I saw that suggested that Boba Fett would be the priority in Season 3. This is not going to be the case. It's going to be following Din Djarin as it normally does. The Book of Boba Fett will be its own show, and the two spin-offs will likely come in after that. So based on this, it looks like the Book of Boba Fett will come out first, following The Mandalorian Season 3, to be after the Book of Boba Fett. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. Thank you guys for watching, may God bless you, and the Force be with you always. If you enjoyed this episode, and frankly, even if you didn't, don't forget to subscribe.
Do it!
And if you want to help spread the word, please give this video a thumbs up and tell your friends to subscribe. Please check out the official Star Wars Coffee merchandise, and don't forget to check out all of the content playlists on this channel, including The Rise of Skywalker, The Mandalorian, and much more.